Right, so we've finished the rest, and so we've just left the last wall. This is all prepped,
Yep.
ready to go. These are the best things to get the dust off the walls. Brooms don't work, the microfibers are the best. They are so good. You can get these from Bunnings and Coles, get refills, and you can wash them. No dust. Beautiful things. All right, so I'm ready to cut in. If you're working on your own, doing a room, you're best to cut and roll one wall at a time, because what you want is a wet on wet. So you cut across the top first, down the side, and then the bottom. So I'm just going to do some of that. Oh, your light's helping me, it's good. Nice, straight, long strokes. And then you go down the edge. I've already done this side, so I'm just cutting back down again, down here. You don't want a really big cut. You just want a nice brush width for your cut. You continue along the top.
Yes.
I've already done that side, so we're just laying it off so there's no heavy lines or heavy runs. Now remember, we took the covers off, so we don't need to cut in around it. You know, you have to worry about getting paint on these because it's got covers, face plates that go on them. And we got this one. Now we have to finish bringing down this edge. Right, because the skirtings are the last thing that we're going to do, you don't have to cut it in tight. Like, you don't have to cut it in, you can just get some over it. And it's actually better to do it that way because it fills in any cracks, any gaps. And it's going in the same colour anyway. Right, so this wall is ready to cut in. So I've got my tray, just got the leftover paint. I'm using a 20mm nap roller sleeve. The bigger the nap, the better it is. You're going to get more paint on it. It's going to give a nice finish. And our tray, you don't want to fill the tray up. You just want to work, you don't want to drop the roller right in there because it's too much paint. So you just getting the edge of it, rolling it nice and even, done. A lot of mistake that people make is they put this heavy roll that's got all the paint at the top and then down, and then you've got this huge wad up there. You actually want to start on a diagonal. So what you're doing is when you're rolling it, you're actually picking up all that excess paint. So you don't want to lay it off. All you're doing is just getting the paint in there. Remember, you've cut the top, so you don't need to go all the way. And you've cut down the edge, so you don't need to go tight in. You just want to make sure that you overlap your cut. Now this paint, you don't need to lay it off like this. This is how a lot of people lay it off. You actually don't need to worry about that. It just goes really nice and flat once it's dried. You don't even need to lift it off. On really light pressure, you could knock this roller out of my hands. Just really light pressure. Now you're done around the light. You want to get as close as you can to get a nice finish. Run across the top like that. And we're just really lightly laying it off. Going over about 50% of what you've already done. Now because I only have a small amount left there, I don't want to load it up too much. Otherwise you're going to be left with really heavy, and it's really humid, so the paint will actually start sagging and running. So you get the paint up there first, make sure it's covering. Right, and then you lay it off. Remember we finished it about here before, so we'll just take it just up to the light switch and we're done. One roll. Ooh, rolled.